Hello everyone, people of the world. Another NatFi chemistry video on the mole. So a mole is a small furry animal that lives underground. It's also a unit of measurement in chemistry, okay? Chemists like to make a joke that it's a small furry animal that lives on the ground, but it's also a unit of chemistry, a unit of measurement in chemistry. So that's what it is. What's the definition? Well, if we take basic equation plus then you balance this, so you go 2 chlorine, 2 hydrogen, 1 calcium, 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 2 chlorine, 2 chlorine. Balanced, okay? So 1 atom calcium reacts with 2 atoms of hydrogen and 2 atoms of chlorine to make 1 molecule of calcium chloride plus 1 molecule of hydrogen gas. But we don't really add, when we're dealing with equations, we don't work in terms of numbers of atoms because it's not very practical. Atoms, there are billions and trillions of atoms. Atoms are too numerous to count. So we work with the mole, okay? So in this formula you write, if I write it here, you're at 1 mole, okay? 2 moles, 1 mole, 1 mole, okay? So when you write the equation out and balance it, the number of each of the components and the reactants and products is the number of moles. There's one of those, there's 1 mole of calcium ions, 2 moles of, 1 mole of calcium atoms, 2 moles of hydrochloric acid, 1 mole of calcium chloride, and 1 mole of hydrogen. That's 1 mole of calcium, 2 moles of hydrochloric acid, 1 mole of calcium chloride, 1 mole of hydrogen, okay? So to elaborate, 1 mole is equal to the relative atomic mass, okay? Which is also equal to the gram formula it's also equal to the gram formula weight. The gram formula mass, okay? So 1 mole of carbon equals 12 grams. 1 mole of nitrogen equals 14 grams, okay? 1 mole calcium equals 40 grams. These weights come from periodic table. Calcium in mass 40. Nitrogen is mass 14, carbon mass 12, potassium mass 39, nickel is mass 58. So 1 mole of oxygen equals 16 grams. 1 mole of Oct2 equals 32 grams because it's 2 times this. Okay? 1 mole nitrogen equals 28, which equals 2 times 14, okay? Which is the mass of, and that's the 2 times that, okay? 1 mole copper equals copper is 63.5, okay? Mass, 60, you can see that, 63.5. So, periodic table, so these should be grams, okay? So that's what a mole is. The mole is the gram formula mass of any element, okay? It's also the, and for compounds, 1 mole is equal to the relative formula mass. Okay, so if you have calcium chloride, or you could call it the gram formula mass, okay, calcium chloride, by the using the S, BS, DF system, okay? So calcium 2 plus, chlorine negative, okay? Use the cross, you bring across, you get calcium Cl2, okay? So the total mass of this is equal to, calcium is 40. And if you don't know how to work it out, look at the periodic table, okay? The mass is given, 40. And chlorine is 35.5, okay? 35.5. So, plus 35.5 times 2, okay? Threw my pen away. So, this is equal to 40 plus 35.5 times 2 is 71, okay? Is 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? So the 1 mole calcium Cl2 equals 111 grams. Okay? Next example. If you have okay, if you write it out starting, if you don't start off like this but you go back a step, so you write it as NH4 plus PO4 minus 3, okay? Then you use that system I taught you last time, you get NH4 3 PO4, okay? So to add the total mass up, nitrogen is 14, hydrogen equals 1, phosphorus equals 31, oxygen equals 16. So you have 3 times 14, 12 times 1, 1 times 31, 4 times 16, okay? 14, 28 is 42 grams, that equals 12, 31, 16 times 4, 16 times 2 is 32, times 2 is 64, okay? So you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 4 is 14. Okay? So 1 mole of NH4 3PO4 is equal to 149 grams. It's as simple as that, okay? Okay? do a couple more examples to demonstrate. So if you have magnesium, 2 plus minus, you don't have to do this part at the start, you could just simply write magnesium Cl2, that's 2 plus, so you need 2 negative ions. 2 times 1 minus is 2 minus, plus 2 plus is 0. The overall charge in the molecule must be 0. Although when I've done this cross multiplication, I didn't say that when the overall charge 3 times 1 is 3 plus, 3 plus minus 3 is 0. The overall charge is 0, okay? 3 times 1 is 3, minus 3 is 0. So magnesium formula mass is 24, okay? And chlorine is 35.5, so uh, 35.5 times 2, 24 plus 71. So 1 is 5, 7 plus 2 is 9, okay? So 1 mole magnesium chloride equals 95 grams, okay? And do another one to demonstrate. This is pentane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 12 grams of carbon. 12, 5, 10, 11, 12 times 1 gram of hydrogen. Okay, that equals 60 plus 12, which equals 72. Okay, grams. So 1 mole C5H12 equals 72 grams. Okay? It's as simple as that. Good evening.